Now, as of right now, I'm thinking of one pet I would like to see again. I already talked about him. His name was Butch. Butch was a good old boy. Butch was a Labrador Retriever. I would throw rocks in the pond, and he would take his big old head and go down there under the water and grab those rocks out and bring them to me. He was a laid-back, cool dog. I mean, he was just cool as a cucumber. I mean, he was the coolest dog we ever had. He had gotten into a habit of going over to my mother-in-law's, which was about 2 miles away. And my wife would go over there to see her mother, and she would bring Butch back in the car, put him in the trunk. And, he didn't mind laying in the trunk, excuse me. And she'd get home, pop the trunk, and he'd get out. Well, one night, she brought him home, and we forgot about him. And we woke up in the morning, and I think she screamed, "Butch, he's in the trunk of the car." And we get up and go downstairs and open up the trunk, and he just laying there, and he stuck his old head up and looked around and wasn't in no hurry, and then jumped out. He didn't mind spending the night in the trunk of the car. He was just that cool. But because he was so cool, I lost my clicker. Okay, because he was so cool, I'd like to see that dog again. So will I ever see him again? Well, let's take a look at something Jesus said. Matthew 7 and verse 7. Ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and you shall knock, and it shall be opened unto you. For everyone that asks receives, and he that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocks it shall be opened. Of what man is there of you, whom if his son will ask bread, will he give him a stone? Or if he ask a fish, will he give him a snake, a serpent? If you then, and I love this verse, if you then, being evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more shall your Father, which is in heaven, give good things to them that ask? I love that verse, because even though we are evil, we know how to give good things to our children. Why would I deny my child? What would I deny my child if I had it within my power to do good? Well, absolutely nothing. The only thing I would deny my child is something that I knew was bad. Now, we understand that if your child is asking for, something that is bad, then you might deny that. But if it's good and you've got it within your power to do it, and this is what God is saying. God is saying, look, if you're evil and you can do this, then imagine how good God is and what he will do for you. In Psalms 84 and verse 11, it says, "For the Lord God is a sun and a shield. The Lord will give grace and glory. No good thing will he withhold from them that walk uprightly." Notice that. Nothing will he withhold from them that walk uprightly. We're talking about a time at the resurrection when we will walk perfectly before the Lord. Really what we're talking about is a relationship with God. You probably have a relationship with a few people, it may only be a few, that if you were to go to them and ask them to do something for you, they're going to do it without exception. Now, like I said, it may only be a few people that fit into this category that you have in your life, but you know that if you needed something, you have a few friends out there that will do anything for you without hesitation. It's good to have those people in your life, by the way, but I'm connecting this to a relationship with God that you are to have, or at least supposed to have, in your relationship with God. Is God too big to do a small miracle for you?
Check us out on the web at isthatreallyinthebible.com.